Hi everyone, we are back with another war video today, and this is gonna be war number. Oops, I'm not playing it. This is gonna be war number 6. We're gonna be going up against the Alliance. Is this next? I think we go up against the Alliance next here. I have 6 fights today, and we are gonna do our best to not die. I do not want to die 3 wars in a row. That would be absurd. So yeah, that's the whole goal of this war. First up, though, we're going to be going down path 5. Then we have path 4, I believe. And then we have 2 minis. First fight, we got Sasquatch here. Only thing to watch out for is the obstinate charge. And we just want to make sure we knock him down to keep our fury rolling, of course. Besides that, this fight's not too challenging. And you put it on cooldown every time you parry, so it's not a huge deal to do it. There we go, we get a knockdown. Just going to keep doing damage away. But yeah, the main thing for this node is you just don't want to use a champ with damage over time that is energy damage, as then I think he just has ridiculous regen from it. Or maybe just you don't do any damage. I can't remember. Basically, you don't want to use anyone who does energy damage, though, that has a dot associated with it. So Photon having energy damage is completely fine. With a dot, though, you would be bad. So here we go. We're going in. We're gonna heavy here. Get the protection down with our furies. We're gonna throw a big special 2 now. We do get one big crit, which is nice. There, we're gonna phase through it. We need to knock him down now, but obviously he's stun immune because he's in wrath. I'm gonna hit him a bit just for spacing's sake. And then I think we're going to bait the special 2. He is unstoppable still, which I did notice because I can usually heavy punish that. Here we're going to heavy punish. We're going to throw our special 2 right away because we know it's going to be unblockable. And we get a nice crit, and that does close out the fight. So pretty smooth, especially for a big Sasquatch. And now we're going to make our way to our next fight here. This Hit Monkey. I did not realize he was a rank 4 until I was about to fight him. I'm like, that's a really high PI. And yeah, this is a rank 4 Hitmonkey. I'm only using a rank 2 White Magneto, so I got pretty scared when I realized that was the case. The strategy is the same, obviously. We just want to be aware of when we knock him down, because then he will get his evade and everything. So I want to knock him down at the beginning. Then we can parry still and hit him. I do want to watch for the evade there. I was ready for that. Hit him a bit more. Going to go unblockable here. We're going to try and punish. The timing on some defenders' specials isn't as good as it should be. So even if you punish, you can still sometimes get in trouble. Here, I see he has his, I don't know what they're called, but he has his thing that basically would make him evade. So I'm not going to go punish during that, obviously. Here we're going to throw a special 2. Get a nice big crit, which does a good chunk of damage. We're going to bait his special 1 now. And he didn't want to play nice at the beginning, and this was starting to get me worried because I don't want to get cornered, obviously. Here we punish, but we're late. Again, obviously I wasn't late. I didn't get parried or anything. But sometimes it just doesn't register. Here, though, trying to bait out another special 1. And probably wasted time here. He was at 15% health, so very likely when I parry and then go into my special 2, it'd kill. Here we're going to parry. We're going to throw our special 2 into Dex, and that does close out the fight. So pretty smooth, and happy with how that went. Again, Hitmonkey's not the scariest defender, but he is a defender where when you make a mistake, he will basically kill you because he crits on every single hit. Next up, we have... What do we have here? Oh, we have a Quicksilver on path 4. Obviously, Photon is not an ideal assignment here, but I was basically kind of pigeonholed in here where I kind of had to take an unoptimal matchup. It should be fine. This node doesn't have the unblockable or anything like that. It's just going to apply a bunch of debuffs, which will lower our damage, which will be annoying, but not the end of the world. We're going to place a White Magneto. I know he's going to evade regardless. And I knew that going in, and I was prepared for that. So when you see me be dumb, it's because my parry didn't stick for some reason or I was late. So it was bad gameplay, not bad planning. But yeah, we're going to heal up a bit, go into this, and then, yeah, we still got the invul rolling, so we're going to jump in before it expires. as we do not want to keep wasting grade boosts. But here the plan is to parry, hit him once, he's going to evade, and then parry again. And instead we're decided to use our invul right away. Yeah. Obviously we're still fine. As long as we parry, we'll get rid of the whiplash. I am going to be aware of his evade. I'm watching the cooldown. I feel pretty comfortable dexing his special 1s and punishing his special 2 there. I was ready for it again. He didn't punish though. Throw our special 2 here. We have a good amount of debuffs on us to taunts and stuff like that, so it does reduce our damage a bit, unfortunately. Here we're going to bait this special 1, our special 2, punish it, pause our pure light form. Here he's going to evade. I'm ready for it. I don't know why I'm not getting the parry to stick. I would say usually I get that to stick every time, so I was a bit surprised that that kept happening. I cannot rely on my phase, so there I was just late. Knew it was going to evade again. We're ready, and then we're just going to close out the fight here. So yeah, we got hit several times. Definitely not my cleanest fight, but we ended at 100% health, so, you know, it's fine. Next up, we got our very typical, almost every war assignment, Ironheart versus Dust. Yeah, the fight's fine. I just don't enjoy doing the same fight every single war. But we have 2 people with Ironhearts at rank 3, so if Smugs is busy doing something else, then it's up to me to take these fights. So I end up taking it a good amount of season. But yeah, it's fine. I feel very comfortable with it, so it's not a big deal. And it is a fight that requires a proper counter. You can't just throw anyone here. People try and do that, and then they end up dying, and then it's bad. Usually for grade boost, I'll just use whatever one I got. Rolling, basically. If I have none already existing from the previous fight, then I'll just throw in a Power Start 1 just because that's the one I have the most of right now. Here, we could throw a special 1. I knew I was going to take Power Sting damage there, but I'd rather keep the special Incinerates rolling than throw a special 2, which is fine. As you can see, this fight's going completely well. We're going to do this, shrug the Power Sting, throw the special 1, keep our Incinerates rolling. And yeah, the damage is much better. There was a bug that was reducing her damage when she had tracking up, I think. Or something. I think it was the special one was decreasing her damage for some reason. They did fix that. It does seem to make her go quite a bit quicker, which is nice. Our next fight is going to be Enchantress here on node 40 Mixmaster. It's definitely an annoying node. I've done it earlier this season, though. This one's not as clean, but it still goes pretty well. But yeah, I've been fighting Enchantress a lot, so I feel fairly comfortable fighting her at this point. I think this will be my 3 of 6 wars. Probably half the wars I fought her. But yeah, we're going to bait this out. The critical thing here is you just want to make sure you do a medium light only. Or into those. So that's why you saw me do 1 hit back off so I could try and go for the light intercept, which went perfectly. Thankfully, you can very easily heavy punish her attacks, so that is another way to kind of deal with spacing. Medium light. Bait this. We're going to heavy punish again, keep pushing her back. Medium light, hold block. Bait a heavy. Oh, no, we're going to medium light. Throw our special 2. She's down near 50%. And we're getting close to pushing her to special 3, which is kind of the plan. And then she just throws this drain to block. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's fine. We're going to tap her, go for the light. She doesn't play ball. There, she's going to evade. I was ready for that. We do hit the intercept there. That second evade was obviously a mistake. The one good thing about Photon and her getting evade or going for the medium intercepts, if you have to, because sometimes that happens here. There, I went for the medium. If we were to get parried by Enchantress, we would just, you know, and that close out the fight. So very clean ending. So happy with that fight overall. But if you do go for a medium intercept and you get parried by Enchantress, obviously you would just go invisible or phase or miss, whatever you call it, untouchable, and then you don't get punished for it. So it is a bit safer to go for medium intercepts with her. Next up, though, for this final fight, we have this Rintrah here on node 46. It is a big Rintrah. It is going to be a long fight. I think it's, oh yeah, with that PI, yeah, it must have been rank 4. So yeah, this is not going to be quick. Photon is very safe, though. The only concern here was I did not want to get cornered, so you're going to see me make a very conscious effort to make sure I keep pushing him back. I do go for light intercepts occasionally to help with that, but I just don't want to get in my corner. But yeah, Photon's neutralize immune, so it's super safe. Here we're going to hit him one more time, and then we're going to get our Pure Light Form, which is going to be good for our damage. The other good part is Rintrah's going to throw a lot of special ones. These are obviously extremely easily punishable. So we'll pause our Pure Light Form for most of the fight. I don't know if we do keep it up the whole fight, but it's going to be pretty close. Here we're going to Relic, Heavy. He's in his corner now. We got him right where we want him, so we're in a very good spot to keep closing out this fight. But yeah, obviously we have a lot of health left. With AoE, it's just going to get slower and slower, which is super annoying, but it's just the way it is. We're going to get a crit less and less. We get nice crit there, which was nice. But yeah, it's not going to be a fast fight. There was a bit of lag that did make me a bit nervous. Bait the special 1. I don't think we pushed into a special 2 the entire time, but I could be wrong about that. But things are going well. Obviously, our Pure Light Form is staying up the entire fight. So yeah, very much helps. I think I go for it here. Yeah, we're going to go for it. And down he goes. So a minute and a half for a rank 4 really isn't that bad. And yeah. So that does close our war out. It didn't die, which is critical. I did not want to die 3 in a row, like I said earlier. That would have been awful. The other good part is our BG played fantastic. We only had 1 death this war, so a 2 death war and then a 1 death war. Really happy with how we've been looking, so hopefully we can keep that rolling. And then as an alliance, we also did really well. We had 10 deaths. I think that's our lowest of the season. Not amazing, but, you know, I'm pretty happy with us being near 10. If we get into single digits, that would be fantastic. And we did win, I think it was 10-15, 10-14. So not super close, and we were pretty confident we were going to win after we've cleared with 10 deaths only, as Nex hadn't got close to that yet on the season. But I think this was their best war, so they're improving as most alliances are starting to get used to it. But yeah, so at the halfway point, from a death standpoint, we are 39-2, I think. And I have a very small war right now that I finished, so I'll post that. I'll probably make a video for it. Or might just combine it with the next war. We'll see. But then as an alliance, we are 4-2, so also doing really well. Hopefully we can keep it rolling. I'd love to see us finish Masters at least. Starting 4-2 would be very disappointing if we didn't finish a Masters. But with how we're playing, maybe top 10 is possible, but we'll see. But the goal is always Masters, so that will be our target still going forward. That is going to do it for this video, though. Thank you for watching.